Apparently that means fun. Where's the fun or something?
Yeah, it's where's everything happening? Where's the fun happening?
I realized after I made the answering machine message person named Fanny, I realized that is a whole different thing. And I remember that that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it is.
I have a whole story about that in Ireland, and when we were staying in the States for came over for J1 visa things. The mix-ups when the mix-ups.
Because I used to get some laughs out of my European friends because my grandmother used to use the word, Fanny all the time because she's American. And, she would totally, yell to us kids, "You kids get your fannies in here. It's time for dinner," or whatever. And I usually got a chuckle from my European friends because it just sounds very weird coming from a grandma's mouth. But yeah, I like those. I don't know. I like those slight differences. They're fun.
Still getting used to the no pants.
All right, yeah. Because
trousers over here.
You're right.
Pants means the thing underneath the trousers.
I mean, you have no guarantee I'm wearing either right now. I could just be Donald Ducking it over here, as far as anyone knows. We all might be. So
that might be.
That's the whole point, right? I mean, I haven't put on actual trousers in months. Like even when I'm wearing
I've got shorts on.
Shorts, but I don't wear trousers very often.
I almost had asked if there was a dress code because some troops really have a dress code. Leela wants you to dress up when you go on with them. And then I thought, NoPants Improv. I don't think there's a dress code.
You're right.
We have occasionally with some of our shows, like when we do Star Trek, everyone wears Star Trek-y things, and when we've done like witches and stuff, like people.
That makes sense, but Leela wants you to dress up to look professional, which I thought was a little,
we're going to be
unusual.
Professionally.
But every troop has its own thing.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you're out there watching, this is NoPants Improv, the show where the performers may not be wearing pants or underpants. And we'll let that be a mystery. I'm pretty sure almost none of us is wearing trousers, that's for sure. But we are going to be doing a mockumentary for you all. So the thing that we'll most need to get started, and you can start typing these in chat now, is an event that could matter in someone's life or in multiple people's lives. So give us some ideas for a big event that could be coming up in someone's life or in all of our lives. Multiple people might be involved in some way. And while you're typing those out, we're just gonna keep chatting. Oh, by the way, if you are watching us on Facebook, please come join us on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/NoPantsImprov, all one word. So that way we can actually see what you type in chat, because if you're typing in chat on Facebook, we can't see it. Facebook puts like a huge lag on it. So we don't pay attention to that chat, because it's by the time you type something in, we've moved on. But yeah, so yeah, I see some pregnancy, a bar mitzvah, a divorce, coming out to your family, winning a Nobel Prize. Yeah, some good suggestions. You can keep typing suggestions. We'll decide in a second. Does anyone in the cast need a suggestion to like inspire your character or anything else? No, we are all good. We're pro improvisers. We are all good to go. I'll take another suggestion too of like a name, like a first name. So if you
apart from you saying we're all pros, so now I'm feeling I can't say, but I wouldn't mind a suggestion too.
Yeah, well, what would you like?
For a name actually, or.
Cool. All right. So far, I see Geraldo and Janice. Keep them coming. I'm not inspired by either of those names. Those are great names, but I don't feel like a Geraldo or a Janice today. So give me a couple more options. Bertha, Stella. Yeah, all right. I can work with those. Cool. So what are those events? Oh, passing your bar exam was also added to that. So Gus and Franklin, thanks. Dowd on the Cloud, Bellatini, Jebediah. So some great names out there. Ooh, I'm taking Jebediah. Oh, were you going to take that, Reggie?
No, I want to see what the event is.
Okay. So, what are the events that they suggested were pregnancy, bar mitzvah, divorce, winning a Nobel Prize, passing your bar exam. Any of those inspire anyone?
Some of those don't really involve more than like one or two people.
Give me
Yeah,
something
like
that
a real big
might involve
event.
more people, because like passing your bar exam, it's hard to figure out how 7 people will be involved in that. Maybe I just don't know enough about bar exams, but I figure it would involve like 3 or 4 people, maybe. You might have like a tutor, you might have like the proctor of the test, person taking the test.
Person you're paying to take it for you if you're cheating. I don't know.
The county picnic.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, a bake-off. Ooh, I kind of like the bake-off. I'm feeling. There's also a holiday ski lodge retreat and a parole hearing.
Oh, these are good. Yeah.
Holiday ski.
Is anyone else? I'm feeling inspired by bake-off, but like
I'm feeling inspired by ski resort.
I like the ski resort.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the holiday ski lodge retreat. By the way, we have 2 wonderful guests with us today, Reggie and Louise, who's currently labeled Baby Girl Jenkins. Since they're the guests, let's let them choose. Let's do the holiday ski lodge retreat. So this is the holiday ski lodge retreat. When our cameras come back, you'll see a little mockumentary about a holiday ski lodge retreat.
Yeah, hi. I'm Baby Girl Jenkins. I want you to make sure you get the name right because it's Baby Girl Jenkins, not Big Girl Jenkins, as some people insist on calling me. And it's my real name, Baby Girl, because Mom had 8 sons and she wanted a girl. She finally got me. So she named me Baby Girl. She started putting me in pink all the time. And really, honestly, even as a baby, I hated pink. I liked blue. But Mom had been so looking forward to having a baby girl that everything in my room was pink until I got old enough to rip the pink wallpaper off the wall, to take the comforter, and I accidentally dumped ink on it. And then she gave me what I wanted, which what I wanted was wrestlers, pictures of wrestlers all over the wall, because that's what most of my brothers liked. One of my brother became a ballet dancer with the New York City Ballet. And really, honestly, he had a lot in common with Mom, and it took her a while, but she finally noticed that. But before that, she made me take ballet, me. I like to play baseball. I like to play football. I like to climb up on high things and jump off. She kept saying, Baby girl, that is not ladylike. And I said, I don't want to be no damn lady, except she washed my mouth out with soap for saying damn. But finally, I got to be, when I was 18, I got to be exactly what I wanted to be. I got to work in construction. And I mean, I got to dig stuff and I got to build stuff. And right now, I'm building a road. And yeah, I'm the only chick out there, but the guys learned that they better not be sexist towards me or else I will smash them and they're gonna fall to the ground because I learned how to fight from my big brothers. Anyway, I'm 25 now. For a hobby, I lift weights. I actually am also a bodybuilder and I've won some contests. And I'm looking forward to the future because I got a job where I'm going to be working up in the mountains, and that'll be exciting because I've never worked in the mountains before, but I like the idea of being able to, on my time off, run up those mountains and maybe even wrestle a bear like Davy Crockett did. So anyway, that's who I am. Just don't call me Big Girl Jenkins. I'm Baby Girl Jenkins.
Well, yep, I'm Jebediah Jarhead. I've been working as a janitor at Sparkle Magic Ski Resort for going on 4 or 5 years now. I like it up here in the off season. I'm one of the only people up here. I'm just here to maintain the buildings. I live here with my dog, Boomer, and I've been really enjoying this job because there's a lot of downtime. It gets busy for a short time of the year, but so what I spend my days doing is I enjoy the mountains. I'm a kind of a mountain man, and we go on hikes. I saw 3 elk yesterday, and that was pretty exciting. You got to stay clear of elk, but we kept a good distance, and it was a pretty good time. I got some good photos, and for me, mountains are like houses. They're like houses for a lot of people, and by people I mean animals. They are the home for so many creatures, and you got to take care of your home. You got to maintain it, and you got to, because if you walked around your house and you threw trash on the floor, that wouldn't be right. But I see a lot of people walking around here throwing trash right on the mountain. They don't realize that it's somebody's house. This is somebody's house that we're living on here on the mountain. And so I always bring a trash bag with me on my hikes. And it doesn't make a lot of sense because, I work as a janitor. It's like I'm bringing my work home with me, but I can't help myself. So I got my trash stick and my trash bag, and I usually bring back a full sack every time I go on a hike. It's a shame how people treat mountains, but I'm here to try to make it better. And I keep the ski lodge nice and clean. And they said, the owner said to me since I started working here, they said Sparkle Magic Ski Lodge has never been so sparkling clean. And I took pride in that. I try to take pride in my work. And I always say that if you don't take pride in your work, then why are you doing it? Why are you doing that work? If you don't take pride in your work, you should get yourself a new job. That's what I say, because that ain't the right job for you. Well, I take pride in my work. Janitor may not be the most noble profession, but I think it is. I think it's worthy. And so I take pride in it, and I do it right. Jebediah Jarhead, janitor.
I'm Sammy McDreamy. Got a little bit of a head on right now. So I got this job up in the mountains in a ski lodge. And don't get me wrong, I love working behind the bar. It's a nice place to be. Get lots of company. But I hate the cold. I've always hated the cold. I think I was left when I was a baby, I was left outside. Like my mama forgot. She left me out in the pram. And I only lost the tip of one toe. It's okay. I can walk. It doesn't affect me. And it doesn't take away from the image. But it's like I applied for this job. And I tried to tell them, I was like, I'm looking for a hot place, a happening place. And I didn't realize that they thought that this was a hot happening place, just very cold. So, the cold to me, is like a knife. I walk around in it and I protect myself, and I can't be I'm struggling to be my charming self, Would I take this job again? Hell yeah. When the retreats happen, man, the girls are cute.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm William Iyer. I guess you could just call me Bill. That'd be okay. I'm kind of excited. I'm starting a new phase in my life. I, before all of this, before now, I guess, I've been a car salesman. I know it's not exactly the kind of occupation you want to be proud of, but I was a car salesman that further forward we'll get you there. Anyway, I was living out in Columbus Junction, Iowa. It's a nice little small town, really. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows everybody. That's kind of part of the problem. Well, I mean, I guess I'd always felt like I had my life mapped out for me. Right after I graduated high school, I joined the dealership, started selling, got married, with kids, settled down, and my motto had always been, better safe than sorry, right? Like, you know what? Let's just buy that nice house that just outside of town, just so we have a place to be. Let's make sure we have that nice secure job. No, don't take a risk and follow that dream, Then Jessica divorced me. She always just said, Bill, you're so safe. You're like vanilla ice cream, Everybody likes it, I guess, but nobody's excited about it, And that just cut me right to the quick. I mean, she took kids, Billy and Bobby, and she left for her family's house up in Dubuque and left me down here. And well, I decided, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to throw caution to the wind. I've been living where everything's been flat all my life. It's time to have some peaks and some valleys. So I moved. That's right. I moved to Colorado. I got myself this apartment up here in the mountains. I don't have a job or a care in the world. I feel like I am flying for the first time, and well, I'm scared, but I'm excited about it at the same time. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I've just never been this high up before, and I kind of like it.
Yeah. My name's Big Bernard. At least that's what they call me in here. Do you know what? I've had it. I've had it up to here. There's got to be something better than this, When I was young, cool, blimey. Had the whole world in front of me, didn't I? Yeah, sure. Sure, I kept up with the lads. Got into a few scrapes. I wanted, right? I wanted to be a winner. Yeah, a winner. Now look at me. 15 bleeding years in it. I'm out next month. Looking forward to it. Got to change something though. Trouble is, I'm bleeding lazy, right? Because if an opportunity comes my way to make a big buck or two, it's obvious, isn't it? Gonna take the easy way out, isn't it? Maybe I could work on something different. Something else that would give my life some kind of meaning, You know what I mean? Yeah. Other than money. Mind you, I do have a stash or two up in the mountains. They ain't got that from me yet. No. Yeah. Perhaps that's what I do. Do something up in the mountains. God, the smell of this place. Only one more month. Or is it a week? Oh God, my brain is... I'll be out here soon. Got to change something, right? Got to change something. Maybe I could. Yeah, change something.
I'm Delilah Goodson. I live in the wild with elephants. Just me and about 80 elephants in the Sahara Desert, where the elephants are. I used to work with the big cats at the San Diego Zoo. They were captive animals, and so when I heard from the University of Adelaide that they had an opening for a researcher to live with the elephants in the desert, I hopped on that, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Not seeing humans for months and sometimes a year on end is grand. You know, the elephants, they speak a different language. They speak with their bodies. I would argue that their emotional intelligence is well above any human being. And you know, I sometimes have to go to conferences and whatnot, and you know, interact with humans. But it's really just to tell them about the elephants, because I need to be a bridge. I speak human language, and I also speak elephant language, and I need to just convince humans to basically stop being assholes, so that the elephants can go on living their bright and shiny lives. And otherwise, I just stay with them all the time and shun any human that came anywhere near us. So, yes, I'm an elephant inside.
So, wait a second, let me turn this drill off. Well, as you can see, since I started working up here on the mountain, I've had a lot to do. Been repairing this road while it's still warm enough, or at least what they call warm here, enough for the tar to be used to fill the holes. You're wondering if I like it up here? I love it. I love being able to work out on my job. And what's gonna happen after the heavy snow comes is I'll get to help plow the roads with a big piece of heavy machinery. I really like that kind of stuff. There's just one thing I'm worried about. I hear there's this retreat coming up, and according to Jebediah and Sammy, who sort of pulled me aside to tell me the 411, the people who come to these retreats, they are snooty, soft city people. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They always want us to do things that they should be able to do for themselves. Like they're probably gonna call on me to dig out their car. They should be able to dig out their own damn car. But I'm ready for them. I've been working out. There's a nice gym here. And I've been trying to think of ways to be real polite so I don't drop the words, those curse words that I've been known to drop. So I think I'm ready for the big group of customers that are going to be coming soon.
Well, hi, we made it last, you know, I'm so sorry. I've been playing phone tag and I haven't gotten, myself together enough. But here I am and I'm ready to talk. Shoot, I just, I'm Tandy. Let me take a second. Okay, I'm Tandy. I work here at Sparkle Magic as I'm the ski instructor for the Gondola Gorillas. They're the kids group, which is I'm the ski instructor for the kids group because I'm afraid of heights and I don't want to go too high on the mountain. People say, why be a ski instructor at all if you don't like heights? I'm like, well, I needed to get near that mountain. And I'm a pretty confident skier. I'm also a nice person. The kids love me. But yeah, it's a limiting factor. In the off season though, like right now, I spend all my time, all of it, making crystals, like crystal necklaces, crystal objects, crystal, you kind of name it. I like to fashion crystals into unexpected things. That's like my favorite, like a crystal bottle opener or like, I don't know, crystal earplugs. Those were really popular. Well, popular is a maybe a bit of a strong term. But, I sold one pair and one other person asked me about how much they cost. And that's twice as much interest as I tend to get for most items. So it was kind of a big deal. Anyway, let me dial it back. I'm sorry. I'm not a very organized individual, which is like not a problem. I found that organization is way overrated. The only thing that I do need to stay organized about is how many kids are in the ski group any day. That I've learned the hard way. Be organized about that. But I have them in a buddy system. It works great. Anyway, I'm ahead of myself again. Tandy, who am I? Well, I grew up actually on the West Coast, but funnily enough, my family avid skiers. So they used to take me here when I was a kid. So I loved it. I always loved it. I felt a really special connection to the mountain. And I love it here in the off season because it's super beautiful and quiet and pristine. And I get a lot of time to myself. And I always got a lot of time to myself as a kid too. My parents, I mean, God bless them. They made sure I knew how to ski and I appreciate that. That's a big deal. But in terms of like checking in with me emotionally, they were a little bit less on top of things when it came to that. So I kind of learned how to entertain myself, which is how my crystal thing started. I would bring home rocks and show my mom. My mom would say, go whittle that into something useful. And I was like, well, you can't really whittle rocks, but that's fine. I didn't want to take the time to teach her the proper terminology because I knew she wasn't listening. So, that's cool. Yeah, so a lot of time by myself. I sometimes hang out with Sammy. She's a bartender and she's pretty cool, but for the most part, I'm they call me a recluse. I don't know if that's appropriate because I'm around. You can talk to me. I'm friendly. Tell everybody you meet that I'm friendly because I'm really nice. But I actually kind of had my eye. There's a new dude. He bought a cabin up on the mountain. I think his name is William, and I don't think he's got any friends. And I'm going to get in there early and hopefully notch one in for old Tandy. We're going to see. But anyway, it's cool because I'm having a great off season. It's been so relaxing, except for, all the like crazy sort of like disturbing dreams I'm having, but I'm good. I'm really good. I've been really leaning on my crystals. They're my crutch. Anyway, now you know me. Great to meet you. You guys are like almost friends now too. I'm getting closer to a whole posse of friends. That's exciting, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I am so stoked for 3 reasons. One, we got a good snowfall last night. So we are going to be opening up the ski lodge. Sparkle Magic Ski Resort open for business this coming weekend. So I'm expecting big crowds, big event, and lots of work to do. And, I love my job. So I'm looking forward to that. So those are the two of the reasons: snow and opening up the lodge, getting to work hard. But my big news is this: I was out on a hike this past week, and Boomer started sniffing something. He was sniffing something over. I was like, oh, what is it? A dead animal? What could it be? So I went and investigated, and you will not believe what I found. I found a sack full of money, $29,000 in cash. I don't know what it is. I don't know who stashed it up here or what, but I was like, what do I do with this money? This is more money than I've ever had in my bank account. And so I wasn't sure if I should report it or what. So I was talking to Sammy. She's a bartender, but she's got that bartender wisdom. I don't often talk to her because she's always got that heat lamp going under her bar, so it's kind of sweaty over there. But I needed some of that bartender wisdom, so I went to her and I said, "What, Sammy, look at this. I found this. $29,000. Should I report it or what?" And she was like, "Nope. You keep that shit. That's probably some criminal left that up here. It's probably drug money, or I don't care what it is. I'm gonna buy myself a hot tub. I'm gonna put it right in my quarters over there, and I'm gonna soak myself every night after a hard day's labor picking up after people. There's a lot of mess that happens when we open up. People are, tracking in snow, tracking in leaves and branches, and also all sorts of junk food wrappers and candy and all that kind of stuff. So I spent 3 hours a day just picking gum off stuff. I don't know why people like to chew gum while they're skiing, but they do. I think it would be a choking hazard, but they do it. And then they just stick it to stuff. So I spent a lot of time. I got my handy gum pick that I use, and it works like a charm. I've been using it for all the years I've been working here. So I'm psyched about this weekend. I think it's going to be good. I'm putting on I bought myself a new janitor's costume. Looks like a 3-piece suit, but it's a jumpsuit. I'm expecting to get a lot of attention for that. Maybe I'll make some new friends, and maybe make the local paper. Janitor who wears a 3-piece suit. Wouldn't that be something? Well, we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to this weekend.
Everyone, I'm just so excited. I've got really good news. It's me, William, again. You probably remember me. At least I hope you remember me. Anyway, I got this job. It's at the Sparkle Magic Ski Lodge. Doesn't that just sound exciting? I think it sounds exciting. It's like nothing I've ever done. There's just so much out here to be able to do. And basically, my job is nice and simple. I work the ski rental desk. That's right. I just rent people's skis and I send them off to have a good time. It's totally different. It's nothing like I've ever done before. Oh, and the best part? I have time. That's right. I have some time to do anything I want. So lately, I've been walking around a lot. Living back home in Iowa, it was really just, you walk around, it would be like corn, soybeans, corn. Oh, look, a bridge, corn. And so it was a little dry, and here there's just so many mountains and trees and rocks and so many things to look at. And while I was climbing this, it wasn't, it was a big rock by our standards back home, but not really around here. Just like a little rock in the middle of a trail. And I met this person. Her name is Tandy. She works at the lodge too, come to find out. She works with the little kids on their ski team. Well, when there's snow, she does. And the rest of the time, she has this crystal healing practice in town. Anyway, we found some quartz and some pyrite together. And, she's a lot of fun. And I got some quartz. Oh, and I got a candle for the first time. I don't know. I've never had something like this before, but it sure does smell nice. Tandy suggested it, actually. And the other thing, I figured since I'm going to be renting skis, I should probably learn how to ski just as soon as there's snow. For right now, I am just enjoying life right now, trying to forget my past and look forward to a bright future, you know? It feels like anything could happen up here. The air is clearer. My head is clearer. I just feel like it's just time for a change. And I'm meeting all kinds of new folks. Oh, like Jebediah, the janitor. You know, he invited me out to his house next week for a hot tub party. That sounds like a good time. Anyway, I'm just excited to be making my own life out here, one that doesn't involve cars and being safe. See you soon.
So my mother, she thinks that I need to take a vacation. She bought me a retreat in the mountains of Colorado, a ski lodge retreat. Mother doesn't approve of me just living with the elephants all the time. Well, she went through 47 hours of labor, so I'm going to go to Colorado and maybe ski or something. I'm supposed to get a massage, I think, while I'm there. And I think there's part of the retreat where we all sit around in a circle and pass a stick around and maybe moan out in grievous bodily trauma, that sort of thing. That I'm a little bit down for. That's pretty similar to some things that the elephants do. Sometimes the elephant may die, and but the humans don't know this, but elephants do have what is like a funeral, and they all come around the body for several days and just take turns moaning, crying, and whatnot. And then when they're done, they just walk away and leave the body right there. Well, maybe that's what we'll do on this retreat, where someone will die and we'll all just moan with a stick and walk away. Just walk away. I don't know. I'm looking forward to maybe skiing. I haven't skied since I was a little wee one, and that was kind of fun. Maybe I'll spend a night in the mountain. Leave my lodge there and just take some snowshoes and walk up to the top and sleep in the snow. You can make a fort out of snow. It cuts the temperature from makes it 10% higher. If you just make a little fort and you can sleep inside there, and no humans will ever see you again. And so I may do something like that. I think they're supposed to have some vegan food. That's fine. I usually eat what the elephants eat anyway, so it's pretty much trees and whatnot.
It is really hard to be cool up here. I grew up in the desert. As a child, I was in heat. Not me particularly, in heat. I mean, I lived in heat. And this is just like, how do people do it? How do people manage when the blood doesn't even flow? I grew up with wild animals. In the sun, we used to run around barefoot. I remember my best friend was an elephant. And then one day, that elephant, well, Mama said that elephant went to the big elephant holding area in the sky. And I saw all the other elephants around and they were crying. And you know, I was a wee child, but even at that point, I swore, I'm going to be cool. I'm not going to let anybody near, not really near, you know, like now I work a job that's cool. I mean, I know I don't look cool, and that's like a big part. This is very difficult. It's very difficult to maintain this when you cannot dress suavely and serve. I mean, it's hard to serve the beer. It's hard. Like I dropped the bottle the other day. And if it wasn't for Jebediah, yo, what a nice guy. I mean, he came and he helped and he actually showed me like a lot of money. And I'm thinking, that's gotta be some heavy shit, you know? Like coming up to our little mountain, that's gotta be something, you know? And so I tell him, keep it, man. Get a hot tub. Get a hot tub so I can sit in it too. And then I was just saying to Raccoon, that's what I call Tandy. She's a sweet kid, you know, and she's got this thing about like William, new guy. And I look at them and I think, I would just so like to be that innocent, you know, maybe end up with someone, you know, but hey, I gotta be cool, you know, and so I have to like get to the bar, which means, oh God, no, I'm gonna be like this. Like I'll see you when the weather gets better.
I'm not happy. I'm not bleeding happy. I'll tell you that much. 15 years ago, right? I knew where I put that money. I'm not losing it. But I have lost it, haven't I? I have lost it. All my dreams, right? Of coming out. Gone. This used to be a lovely place. Nature. Now look at it. Some poncy little magic bloody ski resort has popped up since I've been away. Crazy people. I do wonder though, it does look as though where I stashed it has only been recently disturbed. Yeah. You thinking what I'm thinking? Someone in this place here is having a good time on my bloody money. I'll have to join them, won't I? I'll have to join them. Mother always used to tell me yoga would do me good, you know, and a little bit of transcendental meditation would keep me anger at bay. God, if I find the bastard who took that money, I'll... No. Yeah. I'll have to merge in with them. Like, yeah, I can do that. I took improvisation lessons back in the Nick. Yeah, I was quite good at that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Find out who has got my money.
Well, it is a crazy time to be at Sparkle Mountain. Let me tell you, Sparkle Magic Mountain. I love it. I'm happy. I don't know. Okay, I mean, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx anything, but I think I've got a boyfriend. Okay, hear me out. He may not be aware of it. That's a true story. That's okay. I'm working on that part. But he definitely, I think, likes spending time with me. I mean, otherwise, why would he buy quartz, pyrite, a candle? I'm sorry. Yeah, right? Things on the mountain have been great. The kids are adorable. And I've had only one major scare in terms of losing them. Really got to work with that buddy system and like hammer at the kinks in it. But I'm getting there. And so that's been great. The thing that's kind of, well, there's two things that are weighing on me. Like one, so the William thing, like he's making other friends, right? And some of these other friends aren't really my friends as much. So like there's something going on. Like I can tell, like because like Sammy and Jebediah and like a bunch of people, I catch them like whispering, sometimes like huddled together, and I know something's up. But as much as I've tried to like kind of feel it out with my crystals, like which sometimes facilitates my ability to like operate on a higher vibrational level and channel other people's thoughts. Unfortunately, that has not worked this time around as well as it sometimes has. So I'm kind of bummed about that, feeling a little excluded. I feel like maybe if I just like keep plugging away at William being the cutest girl that he possibly doesn't know he's dating, he'll eventually like maybe confide in me. That's just a goal, no big deal. The other big thing is like the winter retreat is coming up, like not immediately, but soon. And that's when like a bunch of people fled to the mountain. And I like more people, more kids, even though that's more to keep track of, that part is terrifying. But no, the real problem is that my parents come every year. And that's always such a bummer. They really don't approve of my lifestyle or like what I'm doing here. They're like, oh, Tandy, you have a PhD and a business degree from Harvard. You should just come work at the family business. And I'm like, dude, I'm using it right now on my crystal business. I don't want to go work for you making soulless robot machines designed to suck the life out of you. Like, blah, like that's not the kind of product I can get behind. I want to make crystals that are designed to suck the life out of you. And that's different. It's a more holistic. Anyway, I'm nervous about seeing them. I'm gonna maybe introduce them to William. I don't know how that'll go, but maybe I'll have to figure it out first if we're dating. Working on that. Wish me luck.
Well, now, Ski Lodge opened this past week, and mixed bag of things. 3-piece jumpsuit went over like gangbusters, even better than I expected. I got lots of good attention for that. And, and the other good news, the hot tub got installed, no problem. It's been pretty sweet. And so well, here's where we get to the troublesome stuff. I'm a kind, open-hearted person. So I invited some of the other employees over to help christen the thing. And, so I invited Sammy, I invited Tandy, I invited that new guy, William. I figured it'd just be the four of us. We could hang out, get to know each other a bit. We're going to be working together all season. So I figured what a great opportunity. We'll get naked and talk real talk. So Tandy shows up first. She's setting up all these crystals all around the edges, putting up candles. I'm like, all right, a little weird, but I can deal with this. Then Sammy shows up and she brings some woman with her, some lady, obviously crazy about elephants. She's wearing an elephant hat. She's wearing an elephant bathing suit. She's got elephant earrings, crazy about elephants. Guess she met her at the bar and they hit it off. And so she invited her to my place. And then William shows up. Great, no problem. Seems like a nice guy, little citified for my tastes, but we'll break him in. And then Tandy's parents show up. Apparently they're visiting. So now I've got, 6 people in the hot tub It's a little crowded. Candles, crystals everywhere. All right. I'm open-minded. Figured I'll just chat with these people. And, we chatted for a while. But before I know it, I go inside to get a beer. Nice cold beer in a hot tub on a snowy night. Perfect night for me. I come back. Guess what? 3 pairs of people making out in the hot tub. Tandy's parents going at it. Tandy and William going at it. And the elephant lady and Sammy going at it. What's a poor janitor supposed to do? Well, I went back inside and drank my beer. I don't know how long they were out there. I don't know what they did. All I know is I'm draining that hot tub, refilling it today.
Would somebody tell me why I am having to fix toilets around here? I'll tell you why I have to fix toilets. Because that lazy janitor, he don't do nothing. He struts around here in suits. And for some reason, he thinks the newspapers might write about him. So today, I'm fixing a toilet for this guy. His name is Big Bernard. This guy who screams at me and says his toilet's overflowing and I should fix it. Well, because here at Sparkle Lodge, even though my job is doing things like shoveling snow, we're supposed to be making the customers happy. So I go to his place and I try to fix this toilet. Well, this guy is weird. He keeps just staring at me like I'm some kind of criminal. My own opinion is that people who are real suspicious like that probably are the type of people who would do something themselves. Well, anyway, he turned around for a minute. He was rummaging in his suitcase. And I happened to be walking through the room to get another tool. And I noticed what looked like a gun in his suitcase. There's something off here. I don't trust him. And I'm really worried about what might be coming down here in this ski lodge.
I've built a snowman there. I'm feeling actually very nicely. I did not expect much from this vacation, but I've got to thank my mum because it's been about 5 years since I've had sexual relations, and I'm quite happy to have had some sexual relations here. Now, I'm not for 1 second ready to leave my family of elephants and come be with some humans just for some little roll in the hay. I quite enjoy watching the elephants have sex. I've never had sex with an elephant. Yes, I've been asked that before. No, I have not had sex with an elephant. Okay. But this is quite nice. I've learned some snowboarding tricks. I've never snowboarded before, but when you have someone that can hold your hips there and move you back and forth, so well, it's I'm not going to tell all my secrets, but I have had several shots of vodka so far, and it's a good life. I may come back, maybe a yearly retreat. The elephants do this. They revisit places that they've had emotional experiences in. So I may come back and maybe do another little hot tub thing.
So, here's the deal. Me head's in a bit of a spin here, I had a lovely drink last night in the bar. What was his name? Some convoluted name like Jerebibibiah. Some decent chap. He came round, fixed me loo. Or was it the woman? I don't know. There was so many helpful people here. He reckoned it mended me, to take this morning's transcendental meditation class. I mean, have you ever heard such a thing, eh? Me? Do you know what? It kind of worked. It kind of made all me angst kind of disappear, like, you know? There's something in it, isn't there? I thought it was a load of ooey pooey, you know? No, it isn't. I'm going to get some stick from my mates back inside, you know, but I think I've seen another side to life, you know? Yeah. There's some half-decent people out here. Still haven't found no bleeding guy or woman who's taken my money yet. Wait till I get my hands on him. Hey, been invited around for another drink with Jeremiah. Think I'll have a go. And yeah, I mean it's the season for be jolly, isn't it? Yeah. Perhaps money ain't all that is important in life. Perhaps it is, perhaps it isn't. There's some fun people here, some nice people. It's kind of turned me upside down, you know. I don't know which way to go now. Yeah. Not met nice people before in my life. No, not so nice as these.
My name is McDreamy. Like hot tubs, that's my thing. One night stands, that's my thing. But my God, I think I'm in love. It feels like I know she's only here for a little while, and I'm still gonna play it cool, you know. Can't let anyone see, you know, that they've had an effect. She loves elephants. I mean, the others call her the elephant lady, but that's not just who she is. She has like the soul of an elephant. She's beautiful. I mean, Sammy, get yourself together. You're cool. You're cool. Cool. Wow. I mean, she said something about coming back next year, and I don't think she has any. Like, she doesn't know that I like her. I mean, you know, I'm me, right? You know, I don't like people like that. I just use them. But she might only come back once. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I don't want a broken heart. I don't want a broken heart. I'm just going to play it cool. Gonna play it cool. Gonna play it cool. I'm Sammy.
Oh, Fred, I've got to tell you. Oh, that's right. I drink coffee now, but I've got to tell you, I have just had an amazing night. I think a lot of it probably comes down to this. It's hematite, and it's a ring that Tandy gave me just before the party that Jebediah had in his hot tub. I think it might be official. We're really seeing each other or something. I just know I have feelings for her, and I haven't ever felt like this before in my life. It feels so the opposite of unsafe, but I feel grounded and like I could take a risk and that would be okay. Tandy says it's the crystals, and I believe her, but I think it's something in me too. You know, I even met her parents. They seem a little like I used to be. They're getting a little down on her, but then we were all in the hot tub together. Everything seemed to go, and it was transcendent, really, absolutely transcendent. I don't think I'll ever forget it. I think this whole winter retreat thing has changed me, and I couldn't be happier.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I just can't get myself together sometimes. Like, okay. I got it. Okay. So, things are kind of up in the air right now for me. I'm feeling a lot of different feelings. On the one level, I'm super psyched because I definitely have a boyfriend, like not just an imaginary one, which those are good too, but it's different. But no, it's real. I think I'm almost positive because we've had sex. I mean, but that's not, I'm not naive. I know that that's not always, but this time around, because we are still talking and like I'm making kind of like some plans, right? Like, yeah. Anyway, so that's great. And that's great. And the fact that I'm getting invited to stuff, like Jebediah invited me over to his house for a little party, a very sophisticated party, might I add, and that's great. Okay, so not so great. God, not so great. I can't get it out of my head. I keep rerunning the incident in my mind. I had an orgy with my parents. I mean, I didn't touch them or anything, but I mean, I feel like when you're all sitting in one hot tub, there's even involuntarily, God, there could be fluid exchange. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It haunts me. It haunts my dreams. I'm freaking out, man. And it's weird. I'm turning to my crystals, and this should be the time that they really are there for me. I made myself a crystal teddy bear, and I hold it to my chest as tight as I can every night, but there is no relief. I just keep seeing the image in my mind of my mom's boobs flapping anyway. Okay, you guys don't need to know. I don't need anyone to know. So yeah, some ups, some downs, right? Whew. Hopefully I will be less psychologically damaged in a couple months' time. That's my plan. Okay.
Well, I reckon you might be surprised to see me and Big Bernard here together. It's been a few months since, the ski lodge. We went through the whole winter season. It's springtime now. The ski season's over. And, Bernard and I started getting to know each other over the course of the season. We just started getting some drinks at the bar, getting a couple beers. Eventually,
you're a generous. I gotta stop you. You're a genuine guy. You're a generous guy too.
You.
I lost all my money, and the money that you earned all your life, you're kind of giving it left, right, and center.
Yeah.
That does something. That does something to inside me. That does something. Yeah.
Bernard and I got to talking, and he told me about his life. We got naked in the hot tub, did some real talking. He's been taking some classes with Tandy, and we started making a connection. And eventually, he'd come upon some hard times, lost a bit of money. I'd come into a bit of money, so I figured, maybe even things out a bit. So Bernard's been living with me here on the mountain. He didn't have much of a life. He used to be in in the slammer, but I don't judge people by their pasts, only by their present. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, we've been having a good time here on the mountain. I think he's come to be a mountain man like I am. And, you know, Boomer likes him real good. And I just,
Yeah.
I like this guy.
Boomer, eh?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
it's been a good few months.
Jebediah, what can I say? I mean, you've said it all. Mate, you've changed my life. You've changed my life. Yeah. And there's just one problem. You got to get me one of them hats, you know? I mean, it's not the same as yours, is it? It's
Well,
not the same as yours.
You got a birthday coming up, Bernard. I think we can take care of that.
Hey, say no more.
Well,
onwards, upwards.
Yeah, onwards and upwards. That's what we say. We're looking forward to it. Onwards and upwards.
Peace, man. Peace. Yeah.
So Sammy and I talked about it, decided we would become, you know, a couple. And Sammy's moved to the desert with me and the elephants. Yeah.
I get to wear these for the right reasons, but I don't need to be cool anymore. I don't need to be cool. I just need to be me.
That's exactly right. It's just you and I and all of our children here, you know. I mean, I can't have children anymore from the accident, the snowboarding accident.
That was tragic, but it brought us closer together because Delilah realized that she didn't want to live her life just with the elephants. And, you know, if we could have had kids, but she wanted to be with just one human. And I realized I wanted to be with the elephants as well, you know? So we get to watch the little baby elephants being born. I get to hold her hand, you know? Didn't have more than a one-night stand before.
I just finally felt like someone got me, you know. Someone understood who I was on the inside. My inner trunk, as it were.
I love her. She's so funny as well. I mean, she's just, oh my God, and she's got a memory, like, you know, and she remembers everything. You know, she remembers when we used to, like, it's almost like she remembers a time when I used to be in the desert too. You know, it's like we probably met at some point. We think we did. We met at some point, you know, because she remembers that funeral too.
Yes, I do remember that. I remember you wore a little black corduroy jumpsuit.
and you in that heat, I was sweating, you know. But even in those days, see, that's why I needed to be cool later on, because I was such a geeky kid. I was wearing a corduroy jumpsuit in the desert.
That's why I like it.
That's why I love you.
Oh, okay. Check it out. Check it out. We look good together, right?
We are so good together.
We look great together. Like two models for the kind of fuddy-duddy company, right? Like we could be like LL Bean models right now, just the two of us.
I think we could. You know, I have never been skiing the way that you've taken me skiing.
That is a metaphor for life. That's how I feel about you. You have taken my heart down a slope that I am only so happy to slalom. Yeah. And you've been so kind. Like, you've been so patient about my whole night terrors. orgy related issues and sudden phobia of hot tubs. If I didn't have you, I don't even know what I'd do.
If I didn't have you, I'd still be all worked up all the time. I wouldn't have any of the balance and the soul cleaning that I've been able to find with you and the crystals and everything. I got.
Though, I mean, you're my inspiration, and you were so great because I was, I guess not a secret, I was formally or cordially invited not to return to my position as a ski instructor anymore because I lost 2 of them. Buddy system had that drawback. And so now I'm concentrating on my crystal business full time, but it was William's idea to start teaching classes, right?
Yes.
And it's been great. People are into it. People are into anything if you tell them it's good for you.
That nice Bernard fellow came by, and I remember seeing his aura when he first came into that shop. It was all oranges and reds and angry colors, and you just gave him a couple of things, and you worked your magic, Tandy, and just.
William, I love hearing you talk about auras. It makes my heart sing. I'm just so happy. And then, of course, we have other news, right? Should we say?
I got you a ring.
Yep. That's mine now. It's hematite, which is really good for your circulation, which is great. And also is great against gout, which I'm always afraid of. So yeah, you're all invited to we're thinking about doubling up with Sammy and Delilah have a desert wedding because Sammy can't handle the cold even so we're all just going to go there, we think. Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, I'm no longer working at the Sparkle Magic Ski Lodge. I'm a truck driver. You ask why? Because they fired me. Why did they fire me? They fired me because I took a look in this guest suitcase. His name was Big Bernard, and I found a newspaper article about a big bank heist. And it had a picture of the guy who was charged. And really interesting, even though the guy had a different name, he looked like Big Bernard. So I told William. And William, he was so wrapped up in this redhead, the ski instructor, that he didn't believe me. Even when I told him I had seen a gun in the guy's suitcase. Instead, he gets me fired. Well, I tell you, I never want to ever do that kind of job again. Nah, I'm an independent woman who is happy driving a truck and not having to be around other people who they never invited me to anything. I mean, Jebediah had hot tub parties, invited everybody else, but not me. So now I'm gonna live my life like this, on the open road. Yeah.
And that's our show. Awesome. Everyone can come back on stage. I gave myself a nice sparkle thing to represent Sparkle Magic Mountain. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. I know we went a little over our usual time, but we were having a lot of fun. Everything you see here is improvised. We made that all up on the spot, and we do shows every Wednesday and Sunday. Our next show this Wednesday is going to be, can someone remind me of the title? It's Kristen saying something, but she's muted.
We have got a show on Tuesday. We have got a show on Tuesday.
Right, we have a puppet
as
show
well
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we have,
uncensored puppets.
Yeah, uncensored puppets on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we'll have a Vacation of the Body Snatchers. I don't know what that is, but it sounds fucking great. So check that out. And feel free to follow us and subscribe if you feel like it. It's a way to support us. We really appreciate you being here. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.